In this video I will be showing you the technique for weaving the bands in the final booklet for the online course. The heddle I will be using is this Storstelka heddle with 2 rows of holes. This is the longer version of the heddle. The one I have threaded up to illustrate the weaving is a shorter version. The pattern threads go in the top row of holes, and the background threads are threaded alternately through a hole and a slot in the lower set of holes. The bands that we're weaving are beautifully illustrated on this little leaflet from the museum in Jokkmokk, and they make these beautiful dramatic belts, and the patterns really are very lively, and I hope you enjoy weaving them. Right, here are some of the bands that I wove for the booklet that you have the instructions for, and as you can see the technique is exactly the same for all of these bands. On one of them I have woven a sample showing that the structure of the band. This is the background threads, and it's just a normal plain weave warp face band. Here are the 2 groups of pattern threads, and you can see that the blue threads go over 3 picks and then under 3 picks, and so do the red threads, but alternately, so they make this lovely checkerboard pattern along the length of the band. And there are some lovely examples in the booklet for you to try, so I hope you enjoy weaving them. Now the band that I'm weaving at the moment, just pull these off, there you go, the band that I'm weaving at the moment has 2 groups of pattern threads, an outside group of 8 pattern threads in red, and an inside group which has 3 blue, 2 white and 3 blue threads in the centre. And as I said, it's the same structure as all of the other bands. Right, so let's start the weaving. I'm going to weave 6 picks fairly slowly. I will be tipping the heddle to one side so that the camera can see really exactly what I'm doing and hopefully make it clearer for yourselves. Now for the first pick I'm going to lower the heddle. So I pull the heddle down, and it helps to gather up the top layer with the end of the shuttle, because the pattern groups also have string heddles attached to them to pull them down when we don't need them. The outside groups of red ones have red string heddles attached, and the inner group has a section of white string heddles. So you can see that by pulling the heddle down, that all the pattern threads are in a line in the centre. Now for this pick I actually want the centre group to be on the surface, so that's quite easy. You take the shuttle, you put them over the first group, under the group of blue and white ones, that's the centre group, and over the second group, and that means that the red pattern groups are now underneath. So we beat, adjust the weft from the previous pick, beat and pull the weft through. Now the second pick I'm going to raise the heddle. When I raise the heddle, of course, all 3 groups of pattern threads come to the surface, but I really only want the blue ones. So I put the shuttle through the normal shed. I'll tip the heddle so that the camera can see the picture more clearly. So I've got the shuttle through the normal shed. I pull it down, but then I can take the 2 groups of red threads and pull down hard against the shuttle and run my finger along, and now you can see that the red pattern threads are hard against the shuttle, and I'm holding up this top layer, and this is now the shed that I want, so that the blue threads are on top. So take the shuttle out, put it back in again, and there is the correct pick. So adjust the weft and pull the shuttle through. Now final pick for the blue threads on top, I have to lower the heddle. So I lower the heddle and just collect this top layer of threads with the end of the shuttle, because with having all these string heddles the threads can sometimes get a bit tangled. So you can see that the groups of pattern threads are all in a line in the centre. I don't want the red ones, so the shuttle goes over the top of the red ones, under the centre group, and then over the other group of red ones, and then I can beat. So that is the final pick for having the 3 picks with the blue and white threads on top. Now the second group of 3 picks with the red ones on top. Well, I start by raising the heddle. So I raise the heddle. Now I need to put the shuttle through the normal background shed underneath and bring the shuttle down to the fell of the band. Now I don't want the blue ones anymore, so I take the white heddles down to the shuttle, pull down hard, run my finger along the edge, and there you can see the blue centre group is hard against the shuttle. This is the shed I want, so put my hand in, take the shuttle out, put it back in the correct shed, and that's the first pick for the red threads to be on top. Now for the second pick, I will be lowering the heddle. So if I lower the heddle, I'll just need to collect that top layer of threads, make sure that they are free. That's it. Now you can see we've got the 3 layers of threads. We want the red ones on top, so I put the shuttle underneath the red ones, over the top of the blue ones and underneath the red ones again, and beat, and that's the second pick. That's it. And now for the final pick, I need to raise the heddle. All the 3 groups come to the top. Now it just helps just to make the edge of the pattern neater, just to take that top group of red and just beat very slightly. Now we put the shuttle through the normal thread for the normal shed for the background threads, pull it down. Now remember, we want the blue centre group underneath, so I take the white string heddles, bring it down to the shuttle, pull down hard, run my finger along the shuttle edge, and you can see the blue threads are pulled now down out of the way. So this is the actual shed we want. Take out the shuttle, put it back in again, and beat. And that is the 6th pick. So there is the weaving of this particular band. I've done 6 picks. Just adjust this so that it's a bit neater at the edge there. And I've done it quite slowly, but you can actually get into quite a rhythm when you're weaving. So I do hope that you've enjoyed the online course and that you enjoy weaving this final group of patterns. Happy weaving!